What's up, guys? It's Joel with Punishers Paintball. Today we are bringing you a plain perspective YouTube video on all the different ref calls if you're looking to play your first tournament. Matt is here. He's been nice enough to take his time to explain all the different ref calls and what they mean, so that way you're not at a complete loss if you have any questions or anything like that. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Matt, thanks for this was actually Matt's idea, so I'm excited to go over everything and possibly learn something myself. If you guys like this video, please subscribe. We'll see you guys after the intro.
The first ref hand signal that you're going to see on a tournament field is the start of the game. At 10 seconds, the refs will hold their hands in the air, and when the buzzer sounds, they're going to drop their hand, signifying that the game has started.
So yeah, on that subject, Matt, so if there's any issues like last event, MSXL Indiana or Indianapolis, there was some issues with the buzzer. So there will be an audible noise. With 10 seconds, there will be a countdown with that, and then you'll hear a buzz that's the sign of the sign of the start of the game. But keep in mind that sometimes, to your point, that doesn't always happen. So you will have, how many refs is it? 6?
Usually about 8 refs.
8 refs. 8 refs. 8 refs on the field. There'll be 4 on each side of the field. And if you have any questions, you can watch their hands. Can you do that again for us? I'm sorry.
So once again, at 10 seconds, they'll raise their hands. And when the buzzer sounds and the game starts, they drop their hands, signifying that the game is now live. The next hand signal is going to be one that Joel is very familiar with. It's player eliminated. When a player is eliminated, the ref will place one hand on their head and stretch the other hand out towards the eliminated player. So if Joel is hit, he will point at the eliminated player. Much more happy hand signal is player is clean, which sometimes you see like a baseball safe motion. Sometimes you see this, meaning a clean move has just occurred. So if Joel starts somewhere and moves somewhere and he makes it out alive.
Say I'm going out to the corner, or say I'm going to this bunker here.
The refs will signal to each other to know not to pull that player out.
Yep. So I can actually see that over here. Sometimes if I have any questions, say if I'm shooting on the outside here, I'll be shooting there, and then if I get a bounce or something like that, I'll look over to the ref, and to Matt's point, he'll either do this call, or he'll, if he goes like that, that means player's out.
Another way to signify that a player is still clean is you'll see refs will twirl their hand in a circular motion, and a lot of refs around the field will repeat that. So if I'm the far side ref and I see a player getting called clean by another ref, you'll see that repeated by the other refs around the field. Like Joel said earlier, there's usually about 8 refs, usually about 4 on each field, usually are 4 on each side of the field. You'll see usually about 3 on the sideline, plus 1 or 2 refs in the center, looking at the back center, and they'll also do the same hand signals. The next call happens when a player rubs up against the bunker and gets a smear of paint.
That's a call. That's something I'm used to.
Yeah. So if he's up against the bunker really tight and he asks for a check, and I see that his bunker, he smeared some paint on his loader, the ref will go like this, rubbing their hands together, signifying that the player's rubbed paint onto their body.
Which means that you're still alive. It does not mean that you're eliminated. So it could be really confusing, especially if you've got a ref staff that isn't wiping the bunkers down. Any tournament, they should be wiping the side that's facing the start box. They should be wiping that side down so that you don't have that issue. But if it's this, you're clean. If they go like this, that means they're calling you out.
And then one last signal for the field is penalties. If a player is hit and continues to play, a ref will throw a minor penalty signified by a yellow flag, and they will stretch one arm up to run and go pull one more player. If a major penalty occurs, so for example, let's say Joel gets hit and continues to shoot, that'll be a major penalty. They'll throw a red flag, and then they'll hold 2 hands up as they chase down 2 players to pull out as the penalty.
Matt, what can you explain a gross major and what that means?
A gross major occurs when a player is hit in an obvious place, attempts to conceal or wipe that hit. They will get a gross penalty, which is a major penalty, and a lot of times they will actually pull that player's card, and the player will risk ejection or suspension of either that player or the team if it happens further.
Yeah, so if you guys are hit, it's way better to just play it and play it the right way.
Always make sure to treat the refs with respect. They have a hard job. And they're working every point. So you play only a few games throughout the day. The ref is out there getting shot and in the sun all day. So be friendly to the refs. Be aware of the hand signals. So once again, start of the game, they'll drop their hands. When a player's hit, they'll point. When a player's clean and they make a clean move, they'll go like that, or they'll go like this. If a player rubs up against the bunker, they'll rub their hands. A penalty is signified by a flag plus one hand stretched up. Or two hands stretched up if they get a major.
Matt, the other thing I'd like to point on is, wait, did we talk about 60 seconds?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
60 seconds.
When 60 seconds is left in the game clock, the refs will make like a clapping motion with their hands. Sometimes that's helpful to know if the scoreboard isn't really visible, or if there's a lot of noise and you're not aware of how much time is out there. So 60 seconds, they'll make a clapping motion with their hands, signifying that you have 1 minute left to play.
All right, guys, so there you have it. Matt, thank you so much. Matt used to play professional paintball, so he definitely knows these calls and is very, very experienced. If you guys have any other comments or questions, or you'd like to see something else with Matt, please let us know. And thank you so much for being here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful. Good luck at your next tournament.